Okay, so this is an introduction video to the Northwest Kansas LARP Guild that Ryu and I have invented.
I'm Ryu Kaze.
I am Notch Bane. We have to go over this again. The last intro video, the sound quality wasn't good enough, so let's take two. Okay, anyways.
We're recording right now, right?
Anyways, we just want to give you guys an introduction onto what we are doing here. This is a fantasy-based LARP group here in Northwest Kansas. That's pretty self-explanatory. There aren't many around, so we're kind of an oddity. We have a class system, which Ryu will explain here in a minute. It's based around 5 classes. We encourage you to be creative. We encourage you to create a character, create your character's backstory, name your character. If you're shy, we can help you with these sort of things.
Look at me, I'm on camera now, and I hate cameras.
This guy's got confidence in
I might be ugly, but get over it.
See, this is the kind of thing that we're shooting at. It helps people socialize with other people. That's the big thing that we're doing here. It's non-biased, non-judgmental, no trolling, and those kind of behaviors I cannot put enough emphasis on will not be tolerated in this group. If we bring you in and you make fun of other people,
making fun of people and just trying to have fun, like giving a little bit of crap here and there, is a whole different thing. Like, if we feel you're insulting, like straight insulting with no remorse or anything like that, you're gone.
You're terminated. You won't be in the chat, you won't be in YouTube, you won't be none of the parties or the events or any sort of thing that come up in the future.
And if things go right, this will turn into a huge deal. We'll end up throwing actual parties for this stuff, like real deal parties.
Yeah, and also Magic the Gathering is totally encouraged. It can be encouraged. We'll figure out a way to work it in during LARP time.
If you want, you could turn yourself into a planeswalker in the thing.
Yeah, you could be Johnny.
Dude, come on, Nicobolus all the way. He's a dragon. Nicobolus.
That's the kind of thing. This is. We want you to have fun. We want you to be creative. We want you to be entertained. I'll try to break it down as simple as I can. It's a little complex, but it isn't too bad. It is a fantasy-based LARP. We already went over that. It's going to be PvP and PvE sessions. For those of you that don't know what that means, that's player versus player combat or player versus everyone combat, like questing.
Free for all too. Yeah, those can be real fun. Like we could come up with a tournament for those of you who are Dragon Ball Z fanatics.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that hard. He's under 9,000. Don't worry about it. We have 5 classes. First one, Warrior. That's the most common that I can think of. And it's basically anybody who wants to fight with a sword, mace, any of that stuff. Mr. Lightsaber over here. We'll turn that into a subclass. Like, then we got mages, priests, scouts, which are, if any of you guys privy to Dungeons and Dragons, it'll be like a ranger or a rogue or a thief, something like that. Then we also got healers, which are exactly what it says. But we can make it a subclass for just about anything. Like, my dude, he's a mixture of a warrior and a mage because of the fact that he uses elemental strikes. His guy thinks he's a Jedi.
Notch Bane is a Jedi. Okay, he's the Jedi. But anyway, see, that's the beautiful thing about this. All those different elements can clash into one world. And also, we're not heavily combat-based. We are combat-based. We do have some things planned that are going to be around combat, but your character doesn't necessarily have to engage in combat.
Heck, you could be a swordsmanship teacher like my dude. He's a wandering swordsman who teaches swordsmanship.
You could be a merchant, a blacksmith, a barber, you know, you can be a used car salesman. You can be.
That one's a little less likely in a medieval world.
What I'm getting at is, we encourage creativity. You can be what you want to be. Everything.
I highly recommend at least one person comes in as a villain so that we have someone that we can go up against.
Yeah,
because we don't have that yet. We're just a bunch of good guys. Just
story.
Yeah, we're waiting for the next World War, I guess.
Yeah, as it stands right now, there's 3 of us and a strong possibility there will be 4. It's a good start. We have some big plans for things if they proceed further. Any questions, you can contact me or him on Facebook. You can look at my YouTube. It's www.youtube.com/NoxBane, capital N-O-X, capital N-O-X, capital B-A-N-E. He will post a video later or just put some information.
Emailing it to him.
Yeah, or he will put some information in the group chat about his YouTube address.
Still working on that.
So yeah, we just want you to have fun. We want you to be creative. Oh, and another thing we are big on is character. During LARP sessions, we highly encourage you to not break character. We don't.
But if your phone goes off, try to ignore it unless it's life or death or
it's an emergency.
Real emergency. Just try your darndest.
Yeah.
I break it all the time. Sorry.
We want it to be lore friendly. We want to stick to the lore. We want an enriching lore experience, which goes back to non-combative.
And also on your characters, for all we care, you could be a darn Santa Claus ninja.
You could be a Santa Claus ninja.
But please, if you want to be like a Dragon Ball type character, your power will be docked severely. We will not allow you to blow planets.
Yeah. Emphasis on that, a quick explanation of that is we are fantasy-based.
But we're not that bad.
Yeah, your power can be, like you said, you can't blow up planets. We're not going to nuke a place or any sort of, crazy scenario like that. Maybe in the future we get a lot of people and this thing really picks up, we'll get some crazy scenarios where there's been like a zombie apocalypse or a planet has been blown up and we're desolate, stranded, that sort of thing. But
or we're just stranded in another dimension like we are right now.
Yeah,
that's him. I'm a native, but I might go back with him when he decides to leave.
Yeah.
Get my own adventures.
Yeah, we've already got some part of the story going. Let us know. Let us know if it's comfortable being on camera or not. We do plan on filming some things. Like I said, we have a bit of a narrative, sort of a lore story going on. If you join, you get to be part of that lore, which is cool. And the more people join, the more we can make more of that lore happen, and we can take it to different places and bend it and see where it goes from there. Make it in this big, crazy, outrageous story.
In case you guys are curious, the name of our whole little dimension that we're in was called Kylithion.
Kylithion. That is the name of the planet. You'll see it as my tagline on YouTube.
You'll see in my character's biography when I finally get around to doing that. I have all sorts of different references to different animes and other TV shows listed in my own biography that are like where I live, how I study, or him, he's mainly Jedi. I haven't heard much else except for secret CIA operative.
Yeah. See, my guy is he got out of high school, got recruited by this government organization, kind of a CIA operative. I never really mentioned the organization, but my guy, he worked in time travel and interdimensional travel,
which is how he ended up in my woods where I knocked him out.
Yeah. Long story short, my dad, when he died, left me a
lightsaber.
We're not going to...
In the world, he has no idea what it is yet.
I don't know. I'm a Jedi. And I'm born on Earth, and this is millennia after everything happened with Star Wars and that whole universe. So I'm, you kind of got the feel.
And for copyright reasons, he is not a real Jedi. He just wants to pretend to be one.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked. They'll come after us.
But other than that, you guys have a good night, and make sure that you check out Knox Bane on YouTube.
Reel out.